The next example we'll be taking a look at is the Nolan Plastics example for break-even analysis in Chapter 1. In this example, we'll be looking at the models of cost, revenue, and profit. And then we will be using the goal-seek function in Excel to solve for the break-even quantity. Now go ahead and set up your workbook similar to what I have here. First, we have our uncontrollable inputs. Those include our fixed costs, our variable costs per unit, and our selling price per unit. Next, we have our controllable inputs. That is the production volume in our example. And finally, we have the models: total cost, total revenue, and total profit. The next step is to enter the inputs that we've been provided with in the book. Our fixed cost is $3,000. So every time we run this particular production line, we have a fixed cost of $3,000. Our variable cost is $2 per unit, and our selling price is $5 per unit. Now the production volume in our example is initially set at 500 units. Once all of these inputs have been set, we can go ahead and begin to enter our models. The first model is total cost. Total cost is equal to our fixed cost plus our variable cost times the number of units in our production volume. Go ahead and leave this here for a second so that you can enter that function into your workbook. The next model we're looking at is total revenue. Total revenue is equal to the selling price per unit multiplied by our production volume. Again, I'll leave this here for a second so you can get it entered. And finally, our total, let's get that back up there. Make sure that you hit enter when you're done entering a model so that you leave the cell. So our final model, our total profit, is equal to our total revenue minus our total costs. We can see in this example with an initial production volume of 500 units that our total profit is a negative $1,500 or a loss of $1,500. So now we want to essentially adjust our production volume so that we can find our break-even point or our total profit of 0. In order to do that, we need to make sure that the cells we're working with, the models we have set up, are actual functions. For instance, in our total cost function, we need to reference cells. We don't want to just simply enter values of 3,000 plus 2 times 500. The goal-seek function would not work properly if we did that. So let's go ahead and run our goal-seek function. Now in order to do that, go up to the Data tab at the top here. I'm working in Microsoft Office 2016. 2013 and Microsoft Office 365 should look the same. Okay. So Data tab, then go over to What If Analysis. Click on that, and our second option here is Goal Seek. From there, a dialog box pops up and it says Set Value. Well, we want to set our total profit value equal to 0. So we click on that, total profit to value of, we just said 0. By changing cell, what cell can we change? We change our production volume cell. By changing B10. Click on OK for that to run. It's running through them and it has stopped. So we see that the goal seeking with cell B15, which is our total profit equal to 0, our ideal solution, our break-even point, has our production volume now at a value of 1,000. So I can click on OK to keep that 1,000, or cancel if I want it to revert back to my original value. We'll click OK to keep it. So we ran our analysis and found that our break-even point is at a production volume of 1,000. Now to look at a few more things that Excel can do. If we wanted to see the formulas entered in these cells, we could go to another cell, push equals, and type in the words formula text, open parentheses. Now I need to click on the cell I want to see the formula text for. Back here, total cost, close parentheses, enter. Now I can see the actual formula text I have in this cell. This can be handy at times so that you don't have to keep double clicking and hope you don't click on an extra cell by accident. So we'll copy that for all those, leave it there. And another handy thing to do when you're running models like we're doing is to actually put the formulas for the models. We know that total cost is equal to 3,000 plus 2x. Total revenue is equal to 5x. And finally, our profit is equal to our total revenue minus our total cost, which is 5x minus 3,000 plus 2x. These are just handy to have in here so that you can look at your information a few different ways, and by having entered all of this, it's easier for other people to look at as well and understand what you've done here. This is it for our break-even analysis example.